Want to also introduce Lenny Zingarelli, who is our overall chapter president based out of Hampton Roads, Virginia Beach, and he wants to say a few words.
Thank you, Melody. Zingarelli is southern Norway. As Melody said, this Viking Hall, the satellite Norge Norsemen that meet here, the Hampton Roads Sons of Norway organization, which yesterday this group performed twice in Virginia Beach, and get ready. Get your cameras out, make sure you take pictures. You're going to see high school students from Stoughton, Wisconsin, which is just south of Madison, is that correct? Madison. And just to be on this team, they have to, Stacy will talk more about it, but I'll just mention it really quick. They have to go to gymnastic courses. They meet at 6 or 6:30 in the morning. 6:45, they get a break. 6:45 every morning before school starts. And that's no excuse to let your grades drop, because if your grades drop, you can't be on this team. So this is it's a high school, but in students, and they're on their spring break right now. And when most people think of spring break, something else comes to mind. Okay? But these are your all-American students, and you're going to really enjoy their performance today. She's also going to talk a little bit about their dress, called bunads, and I'll let her do it because I think she's a little bit better at talking about that. At the very end, I'm going to ask for donations. They do this, they don't charge anything, but as you can imagine, getting 30 or some tickets flying from Wisconsin and back is somewhat expensive. And so at the end, if you want to donate, I'll be taking donations. After they leave here, I think it's Tuesday, they go down to Disney World. Okay? And it's not just to play at Disney World, they're performing down there. They've been asked to perform down at Disney World. So that's the caliber that we're talking about. So we'll get started. And I think the plan is that they're going to do their dancing. Then we're going to set up for a potluck. You'll have an opportunity to spread out among the students to talk to them, and a meet and greet sort of routine, and you really love it. So I'll turn it over to Stacy, which will get the ball rolling.
Thank you. Without further ado, let's welcome the Stoughton High School Norwegian Dancers. This is our one and only Danish dance. So we'll be doing dances from Norway, Denmark, Sweden, and Finland. In Little Man, you're going to see a couple of groups of 4 dancers. There'll be 2 guys and a girl on each side of them. And the girls will be putting their arms across the guys' shoulders and linking their hands together. And as the guys stand up tall and start to walk around, the girls will be flying through the air. They'll do this for you 3 times. And on the second time, the girls will be flying up and down. And on the last time, our group in the middle, which is putting some rosin on their hands right now, they're going to use a different hand hold, which will allow the girls to spin a little higher and a little faster. Little man. This is a Finnish weaving dance. Back in the olden days, a lot of the homes in Norway had those large weaving looms set up in them. And so that whole process of making tapestries and bolts of fabric was well known to everybody. So they put that to dance and music. And in this Finnish weaving dance, the parts of the weaving process are a little bit harder to pick out. It's a little bit more artistic than the Norwegian and Swedish weaving. But the parts that are easiest for you to see will be when they're in this U shape and the couples will be weaving in and out amongst the other couples. And that symbolizes the shuttles on the weaving loom moving back and forth. And then at the end you will see them take their circle and they will stretch it 3 times, and that symbolizes the testing of the fabric to make sure that it's good and strong. Con curry. It's a Norwegian circle dance, and it comes from our sister city. So Stoughton, Wisconsin has a sister city in Norway, Gjøvik, or in Norwegian they would call it a vennskapby, friendship town. And we were able to dance this with their Norwegian dancer group in Gjøvik when we were there on tour in 2015. And what's unique about this dance is that they will do lots and lots of spinning. Sometimes they spin together as a couple, and other times they spin individually. So don't try to count how many times they spin, because you'll probably get dizzy trying to do so. Grease your polka. A Swedish dance, and we call it the dance with an attitude. In Frickstalls, you will see the guys started off and they go like this to their partner, and what they're saying is, I think I'm the better dancer. And the girl responds back, oh, no, I'm the better dancer. They go back and forth a few times. We don't know if they ever actually do decide who the better dancer is, but they end up getting along in the end. Frickstalls. Europe, it was a common practice to sniff snus, that finely ground tobacco. And from what I've read, they did it because they thought it kept them healthy. They thought that the sneezing was a good thing to do, it would keep them healthy. So what you see in snooze dance is you've got a group of young people that have gathered together. They're having a great time. Guys and girls are even starting to flirt a little bit. Everything's going great until the guys decide it's time to sniff some snooze, which then makes them sneeze all over the ladies. So let's see what happens in the snooze dance. Talk a little bit about the bunads. So dancers, I'll have you get ready, and we're going to do what we call our bunad style show, right? Who's ever heard of a bunad style show? But here we there's a shoe down there, that sometimes happens. Basiota. So this is a beautifully choreographed Swedish dance. And in Basiota, you'll see the difference between the masculine guys and the feminine girls as they cross the middle of the floor, and you'll hear it in the music as well. And then there'll be a part where they're in a circle and the girls are leaning into the circle and they're whispering, so the guys are trying to overhear what they're saying. But this dance is best well known for the part where the guys will hold the ladies up in a line for an extended period of time to show off their strength. And I've seen this dance done where the guys that were dancing it really weren't strong enough to do that, and so they don't actually do that, but we have young, strong men, and so we love to add that in there, and they'll show off for you in Basiota. this evening with an old tradition called the Hallingkast, which in English would mean hat kick. And so this hat-kicking tradition, nobody knows exactly where it started, but it's believed to come from the southwest part of Norway. And so it probably started back in the days when weddings would last an entire week. You know, a long time ago when people in Norway would get married, they would celebrate for days on end. And so, of course, you're going to be together with your family for that long a time, and there's no TV and whatnot, you're going to have to come up with things to do. So theory has it that the young men would go out to the barn and try to compete amongst each other, and they developed this hat-kicking tradition. And so a lady stands up on a chair and holds a stick up high with a hat on the end, and the guys have to kick that stick off the end of the cane or stick. And so our guys will be showing off for all of you, trying to get that hat kicked off. In Norway, it has become part of an entire hulling dance. Who in here is familiar with the hulling tradition in Norway? Yeah, way cool. It is the coolest thing. They have a national competition called Landskapleik, where they do all the hulling competition. So it's this hat kicking is part of a circle dance that one guy does on his own, and it's the man's show-off dance. And so you'll see our guys showing off for all of you. We're not going to do the whole dance, we're just going to do the hat kicking part. But they're going to need your help, so they don't always make it. So if you cheer and clap for them, they'll probably be more successful. So let's have a fun time with the Hallingkast.